All right, welcome to our yin yoga class. Let's get started. We're going to be in a crawling position today to start and go from there. Make sure you have all of your blocks, your bolster, your blanket, everything you need. Okay, so let's get started. Going into a crawling position, we're going to actually start with one leg going in a circle, warm up the joints. And then the other direction. Sorry, you guys, I had a problem with the mic. And then you're going to reach that leg out, draw it in. Good, and then do the other leg, going in a circle. And the other direction. And then extending and drawing it back in. Good. And then we're going to actually sit back on a couple of blocks and then work through the shoulders. Kind of doing a similar thing that we just did with the hip. And now we move into the shoulders. Going in one direction. Then we're going to do one shoulder at a time. Just one. Hand on your shoulder. Go in the other direction. Then you're going to take that arm across the body. Hold. And then up and behind the head. Press. Ooh, I'm a little stiff there. There's Abby. I knew she was coming. Okay, good. Now do the other arm. So you're going to take your other arm. So Abby, you just got on. You're going to do both arms at the same time. We're doing one at a time, but we already did one arm. So you're going to do both like this. Yeah. Go in one direction. And now go in the other direction. Good. Then take one arm across the body. And then up behind the head. So Abby, you'll want to do the other side now because we already did that side. Good. Then we're going to interlace our fingers behind us. Open. Yeah. Excellent. And then from there, we're going to go back into a crawling position. So you come back into a crawling position, press through one foot, and then release. So you're warming up through the ankle. And then just kind of hold it for a moment. And then release out of that and do the other side. Press. Ooh, I'm a little stiff today. All right, and then hold. Good. Then from back into that crawling position, you're going to bring your right leg up and then rotate to the side. So we're starting to bring rotation then into the middle part of the back. And then you're going to release forward. So I do need you to extend your leg back, release forward. So you're going into a half lunge like that. And if you want to, you can come up on your bolster or your blocks if that's easier for you. Now, if you have issues with your knee, you can take a cushion under your knee. Ah. Great. Good, and then we're releasing out of that. Take it back. Left leg comes over. Make sure you're wide enough in your stance, and then we rotate to one side. So we're kind of opening up rotation. We're going to be doing this on our back as well, rotation stuff today. It's been so beautiful the last couple days. I'm all proud of myself. Yesterday, I taught a couple classes and I had a client, but then I had like a chunk of time in the middle of the day where I had some free time. And I had $200 in Costco rewards. All right, shift forward. So I took my $200 a couple weekends ago, and I got myself one of those, that material, the Trex material, where it doesn't, it's like outdoor furniture made out of that Trex. I don't know what it's like microfiber or plastics, I guess, but they're making furniture, like patio furniture out of it now. And it's great because it could get snowed on, the sun can be on it, and it doesn't destroy it. So anyway, I got this rocking chair. Oh my God, you guys. And my son put it together. I freaking love it. I'm out there rocking in the rocking chair like an old lady. And so here's the other thing. And then they had these outdoor lights for $20 for this big box. So I'm like, all right, for my $200, I got the rocking chair for $159 and then $20 for the lights. So my son put the rocking chair together a couple weeks ago, but yesterday I put up the lights. Oh my God, it looks so great. Yeah, it's so fun. They look so great. I'm like, wow. I'm all proud of myself now. No, mine, these are like the lights that, like string lights that you would see at a restaurant. Oh my God, they're so, that you would see probably in Italy. All right, and then come out of it. Great. Okay, now we go on our back. I'm just going to have a little cushion here. We're going to go on our back. And you'll need your blocks close by. So we're doing another rotation thing. So the knees are going to come up. First, we're going to open up through the hips. So you're going to go in a circle. And then go in the other direction. And then your legs are going to come up and arms go right out to the side. And you're just going to shift your legs to the right and then up and to the left. This is really good for us, by the way, because what you're doing, so go back to the right. We're just moving in and out of it, and then back to the left. We're going to do that a few more times. Up to the right. So what you're doing is it's like massaging your internal organs. Here's why that's a big deal, you guys, because we hold our stress there, we hold emotional stuff there, and if your digestion or anything involving those organs is not functioning quite right, these simple twists will actually help to massage the organs so that everything can work properly. Okay, good. And then we hold to the right side. Bring your right hand up to the thigh. And then keep this left arm nice and open. Now, you've got to watch out for the knees dropping down too low. You need to stay up. Good, Nancy. And then see if you can flatten out that left shoulder on the ground. If not, take a blanket underneath the shoulder. Breathe into your ribs. I did turn the heat on, but it wasn't that cold in here. It was like 63. I did turn it on a little bit. 63 is kind of cold. All right, and then the legs are going to go up and go now to the left side. And now your left hand comes up to the knee and then extend your right arm out. All right, and then from there, we're going to lift up. Now you're going to take your left leg up and it goes over the right. So you're crossing the left hamstring on top of the right thigh, okay? Then you're going to drop the left foot down. Now you can either keep it like that or you tuck the foot underneath the calf above the ankle. Then drop your right foot to the ground. Now slightly shift your hips to the left, open up your arms, and now again, you're going to drop your legs to the right side. So this is an even bigger stretch for rotation. Do you guys feel it? It should feel bigger. Good. And now watch out again for your knees dropping too low. You guys look good. Now, if you want like a little support, you can take a block underneath the knees on that right side. Just to kind of give yourself so it's not hanging. Is that okay? So I'm going to give you some support. And just so that your knees are not hanging. There. There, right there. How's that?
Good. A stretch.
Good. Excellent. Well, as soon as you wrap the leg, then it's a stretch. All right. That looks great. Now, I want you to notice that oftentimes when you exhale, you'll notice that there's less breath in the belly, and you might be able to rotate a little deeper. So exhale, create a little bit more rotation, and see if you can drop a little deeper in that pose. Great. All right, then coming out of that, now your right leg that comes up. Now come out of it. If you need to do a bridge, and then come out of it. Right leg comes up, and the hamstring on the right leg goes over the left thigh. Drop the foot. Then you're going to wrap that right foot around the calf, just above the ankle, slightly shifting your hips now to the right. And now you're going to drop your legs down to the left side. And you could use a block to support your knees. I'm getting a cramp in my calf. And the arms are nice and open. Big rotation. How does that feel, you guys? This is like a digestion practice today. We're really going to help stimulate the muscles in the belly or the organs in the belly and help digestion using our yin practice. It's very exciting. Now see if you can exhale, release some of the breath and drop a little lower. Maybe your knees can go all the way to the ground. Big rotation. Try not to let that right shoulder pop up though. So if it does, bring the block back. Keep the right shoulder on the ground. Oh, you guys, I should turn off those lights. Let me do that. I'm so sorry. Totally. Nice. It looks really good, you guys. Okay, now we're going to come out of that. Can you guys still see me? Yeah. Okay, now, so do a little bridge, but now we're going to then go on to our tummy. Okay, now on your tummy, you're going to actually take your fists. So if you have a bracelet on or a watch on, you might have to take it off so it doesn't obstruct what you're needing to do here. So you're going to make a fist with your wrist. So you take your hand, make a fist. Okay? You're going to take your fist right underneath. Here, I'll just take this off. It's not that cold. So you could see me. I'm wearing my strong female shirt. I try not to wear it too much because it's kind of intense. Okay, so you're going to take your fists right here. So lower belly. This is the vata area, by the way. So when you have these different doshas, even though we're doing yin, you can really kind of help. Vata is the part of us, that's the part of our intestines where we digest and absorb our nutrients, right? So it's really important. So it's right here, right here. That's where you're going to place your hands. And then you're going to go flat. So here you are. I'm going to lift my pelvis, drop my hands right there in the lower belly above the pubic bone. Good. And then lift my upper body up. Now, it is a little bit of activation here, but what you're trying to do is relax that lower belly. Now, if you have your fists on the pubic bone at all, then you need to readjust. You should not be feeling your pubic bone. So you need to come up, lift, and then move your fists up a little higher and then lift. So what you're doing is you're stimulating. Then, okay, come out of it a little bit. You're going to take a block and support your head. So that's what's going to make it a little easier. Now, if you're able to go up a little higher, then you're going to turn your block up higher. Make sure you have your fists in the right spot there. What was that? The what? The wrist? Not, it's too hard on the belly. I mean, can you do it? Are you able to do it? It's usually too hard in this position, but yeah, it's too hard. You might be able to move like this. So if you move your pelvis side to side, that'll give you kind of like a dishwasher or washing machine action. And very beneficial, by the way. Okay, and then we're coming out of that and push back. Now we want to release the neck. So to do that, we're going to take our bolster right in front of us, reach out, and then take your legs back and drop your head. Oh. Okay, good. How's that? You okay, Nancy? What happened? Your neck? Get a little tweaked? You're dizzy? Oh, dizzy. Yeah. Well, don't fall down. Shoot, Marina, you know Marina, she comes to the Tuesday class. She slipped off of her step in her, I think she said her deck, and now she's in a boot.
Oh.
I just, yeah, she said, and they, you know, they spend their summers in France. And so she's like, well, my husband's going to France without me now. She can't go. I don't know. It's only been like 2 weeks. All right, and then we're going to come out of that. Now we are doing another rotation. We're all about digestion today, but really what we're doing is we're helping to encourage functioning of those internal organs. So you're in that crawling position. We're going to do a couple of things. First, you're going to take your right shoulder to the center. We know this. We do this. And then your arm is going to come up over, but then, or you can keep your hand down, come out of that, bring your right leg up and go over, then take your right shoulder under. Oh, it's a bigger twist. Got it? You have to open up your legs so you don't fall over. I like to just keep my hand here on the ground.
Yeah.
You don't have to do the leg part. You can just keep it right here. Okay. So go into the twist and then you can add the leg. Nice. Great. How's that feel? Are you getting a twist? Stefania, how's that? All right. Slowly come out of it. Staying balanced. Yeah, so you have to open up your legs like that. Okay, now you're going to, you could do it either way. You could do the leg first. I like to do my upper body first. So I take the left shoulder into the center. And then I'm going to bring my left leg up and over. Keep your feet wide. So Nancy, you need to bring your left shoulder under more. It's kind of like you're kind of not, you don't have to do the legs, do the upper body first. Yeah, there you go. But open up here so you don't fall over. See? There you go. That's it. How does that feel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was happening? What was happening is you were collapsing here. I want this lifted.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Great. So try not to collapse in your shoulder. Wow, Andy, you're able to balance like that. Most of us are not doing that. You're advanced. Okay, and then we're gonna slowly come out of that. Okay. Now we are gonna do the other version where we massage our belly. So you're gonna wanna sit back. I'm just gonna use my bolster. It's not a big deal. You're just sitting back just so that you can get your fists ready. Okay. So now you're going to take your hands again and make a fist. Like that. And you're going to go into your belly. You could be in the lower belly, above the pubic bone. You're in the soft tissue. You are not on any bone. Soft tissue. What we are trying to do is move our fists into all of the soft tissue here in the belly. And we're doing that to try to search out any kind of tenderness, soreness, stuck, resistance, hard parts of it's not supposed to be like that. It should be very soft and supple. Okay. If it is, you guys, you need to come in and get Marma. Come on in. All right. Now, so what we're going to do is take our hands and then fold over. But I want to tell you this because you have to coordinate this with the breath. When you inhale, you are not moving your fists. They are still. Inhale. Soon as you finish your inhale, you start moving your fists between the breath. And then on the exhale, you keep moving. Then that space between the exhale and the inhale, you can keep moving. As soon as you start inhaling again, you stop. Okay, as soon as your inhale's done, you go back to moving your fists. Okay, so you're on an adventure and you're discovering where your tenderness is. So fold right over and start moving your fists when you're on the exhale or in the space between breath. Okay, now if you have to support your head with a block, you're not going to be folding over as much, so you may not be able to get in as far. It's actually better when you don't use a bolster behind you. I was just using it, and you fold right over, no block, get your forehead down. Move your fists around. Move them around. Now, if you want to go up a little higher, you can. Move them up a little higher below the ribs. Drop down again. All right, and then slowly coming out of it, shake out your fists. Shake out your hands. You can come back onto the bolster. Come back onto the bolster. Good. Shake them out. Good. Then your hands are going to go top of the hands down. Just release. Just release your wrist. Other way, Andy. So it's the top of the top. Yep. Straighten those arms. And then lean back. Yep. So if you're too far forward and you're not getting a stretch, then come off the bolster and sit back. There you go. We're just loosening up. Straighten those arms. Straighten them, straighten them. That's how you're going to get that stretch. Ooh, nice. And then come out of that. Shake out the wrists again. Okay, now we're going to go the other way, Andy. So now you're going to go fingertips like this, palms down. Ooh, you want to come off your bolster so that the heel of your hand is down and then slowly sit back so that you get a nice, ooh, wow, stretch. Good, and then coming out of that and shaking out your wrists again. Great. Is that okay? Nancy's tired. All right, now it's good stuff though. Now we are going to use your blanket. So we're folding up the blanket. And if you're not quite as flexible in your hamstrings, then you're going to fold up in thirds, or you could just fold up in half if you have a little more flexibility. And you might need a strap. So grab your strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a belt, or you can use even a towel, like a hand towel, or you can use, do you have a strap? I have one, although you might not need it, Stefania. But so you can use the loop, but if you use the loop, you want it to be a smaller loop. There you go.
Thanks.
Okay, now you pulling your right heel in and then your left. Okay, now if you have issues with your knee, you could place a block underneath the knee, it's fine. So you have one heel in at the groin, then the other foot is going to come up right here where the thigh comes into the hamstring, the hip. Okay? I want to see your toes hanging off the thigh. Okay? Then you're going to take your strap and wrap it around your foot. Okay? Then that strap reaches back behind you. So this is going to be a really great rotation, nice opening for the hips and the neck. Okay? All right. Then your opposite hand, so I'm holding the strap here like this. Your opposite hand comes around and grabs the strap. Now, if you're a little more flexible, you can grab your toes. Good. And then you take your other arm, reach it out, and turn. And looking over, for us here in the studio, it's the left shoulder. For you online, it's the right shoulder. Nice. It is huge. It should feel huge. All right, everybody's good there? So you're looking over the shoulder. Then bringing your head forward. Bring your head forward. Turn your head. Now looking over, because you guys are doing the opposite of me. So you guys are looking over the right shoulder, correct? And then tilt your head. Tilt. Woo. Breathe into the neck. And then slowly release. Now, not your legs, just that upper body part. Then you could take a block or a bolster in front of you and drop down. You could support the head with the block. Okay. So you're in half lotus. And you're going into that forward position. Yeah, nice. All right, and then slowly coming out of that. Shake out your legs. Bring them up, windshield wiper. Nice. Great. Now you pull your left heel in and then your right. So now you have your left heel in front. Okay. And now your front leg goes on top. I have to modify this one because I have a torn labrum and I have no ACL. God. All right, pulling the foot all the way into your hip. You are going to take your strap and wrap it around your foot. Just like that. And then you're going to take your strap behind you. Okay? Now, the opposite arm then is going to come out, reach behind and grab either the strap, or if you're a little more flexible, you're going to grab your toes. Are you able to do this side?
This side, yes.
Are you in half lotus? Okay, yeah, I just can't see your foot. Do you have a strap? Okay, so you're grabbing at the foot.
Yeah.
No, you're grabbing at the foot. Right now you have your hand right here.
Yeah.
See where her hand is grabbing? You're grabbing as close to the foot as you can. Got it? I'll come and help you, don't worry. Now, lift up. You try not to collapse. If you're collapsing, you're going to have issues. Just saying. Right, then your other arm comes out and you reach across looking over the right shoulder. Nice. How's that feel?
Tight.
Tight. It's another rotation, I tell you. So just lift your heart, lift your heart. Yeah. So yeah, that looks great, Nancy, actually. So just when the reason why you want, because this is a bound posture. So what you're trying to do is, yeah, keep this lifted though. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Now, there you go. Look at that. Breathe. She's not breathing over here, guys. Okay, take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Feel that?
Yeah, geez,
So you're
I can move that much.
inhale. Exhale. There you go. That's it. And then activate. That looks great. Fantastico. Good. All right, then you're going to turn your head forward and look over the opposite shoulder, then tilt your head. Forward, tilt. Oops. I am so messed up, you guys. Tilt. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a big neck stretch. Big, big, big. Especially because you're holding on either to the foot or the strap. Do you guys feel that? Keep your chest lifted. Breathe into the neck. All right, and slowly come out of that. Woo! Shake out your legs. Bah! I know. Shake them out, back and forth. Nice. Good. Now, grabbing your bolster. Just like that. And you're going to go about 2 inches away from the bolster. Lay back and interlace your fingers and take the hands behind your head. Open up. Then your feet go into Baddha Konasana. So you can use a block on either side of the knee if you need it. Baddha Konasana. So what's Baddha Konasana? Cobbler's pose. Good. Now see if you could take your hands staying interlaced above the head, either on the bolster or in front of the bolster. Bigger. Yeah. Breathe into your chest. Good. Now you're going to lift up. Turn your bolster this way. You'll need to support your head. So your bolster goes right underneath the chest. So it's pushing the chest up. Support your head. Good. And then your legs are going to go to the right side. And then the left arm extends. So it looks like this, you guys, online. Your legs are going to one side, your arms are extending. Your chest. Try to keep your knees together, Andy. So just, yep, there you go. And you can take a block underneath your knees to support them if you need it. Make sure that your shoulders are on the top side of that bolster. They're on the top side. Yeah. And your head is supported by a block if you need it. There you go. Andy, you've got that giant bolster. That's why it's challenging. She's got this giant bolster. The rest of us are dealing with small stuff. So. And then lift up your legs and go to the other side. Ooh, that feels good. And if you want to, you can hold the top leg down. We're really trying to help expand the rib cage, help the organs in the belly. Right? Our organ health is going to give us overall health. That is the truth. All right, and then slowly coming out of that, you're going to remove your bolster and draw your knees into your chest. Hug. Rock side to side. Oh. All right, now we have a couple options for our next pose. You're either going to do a plow and hold it, so you can use your bolster above the head, and your legs then come up, and then hook right on the bolster, or you could do that in a forward fold. Same pose. The plow is a little hard for me right now because of my labrum being torn. But if you can do it, oh God, I can't find the block. You hook your feet right there on the bolster. Straight legs as much as you can. Nice, Stefania. Stefania, it looks great. Good, you guys. Andy's got it, and so does Abby. Awesome. All right, and then slowly coming out of that, taking it back onto your back and just lifting up into a supported bridge with the option of extending your legs. Okay, you don't have to, you could stay right here. Just to release. All All right, and then coming out of that and setting yourself up for Shavasana. Now, if you need to do another side-to-side twist, do that. Otherwise, just go right into Shavasana. You want to support your low back by placing a bolster underneath your knees. Cover your eyes and make sure you are warm enough. Right? It's nice to have a little bit warmer temperatures, but somebody told me yesterday that it's going to snow this weekend.
That's what they say.
And so I checked the weather forecast. It looks like it's going to snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's possibly, but more in the mountains, but still it's only going to be a high of like 40. It's not that warm. Okay, Shavasana, relax. So make sure your arms are at your side, palms up in a receiving position. It's just going to be a little bit more supportive that way. And your whole body is just relaxing, letting go. Shavasana means corpse pose. So you're literally laying as if you have nothing, complete total release of all physicality. Okay, and begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Slowly roll to your right side and bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Hands together, placing your thumbs at your heart. Close your eyes. Take a moment to feel your body connected to the ground, lifting your heart, full breath from the pelvis. through the belly into the heart. Let everything flow freely, keeping the spine lifted. Taking a moment to set an intention for your day, that you may walk through this day feeling more open, that your perspective is uplifted, coming from kindness. And may you have a beautiful day. Namaste. Good job, you guys.
Okay.
Thank you. Digestion.